Hello everybody. Got a 94 Ford F150 here. Got the big 5.0 in it here. Engine light on. But man, you talk about a clean little truck here. All original. Bed is clean. Just a nice old truck. But it's got an engine light on, and when you're driving it, you get down on the gas, and it just don't have the don't have the power. I did a engine running test on it here. It's got a couple codes in it. Cannot raise RPM, extended idle, and no throttle position change when throttle snapped. We'll dig into it here a little farther. Okay, I got this thing started up, and I got the PIDs pulled up for the throttle position sensor. I'm mainly looking at this TP mode here. Right now it's saying it's in closed throttle. I'm going to give it some gas. And that's not changing at all. So that's not getting a signal from the TP sensor, throttle position sensor. It just went to a part throttle right then. I'm looking at this PID right here. It's not showing any activity in it. We'll dig into it a little more here. Now I pulled this breather tube, intake tube off. Notice it's got an antifreeze leak. It's got antifreeze oil. It's got a hole right here in this hose. Oh, you're peeing now. But that throttle position sensor is real close to that. Right there's the sits underneath the bottom of the throttle body there. It's wires and connectors. So I'm going to pull that connector off, get my computer set up, take a direct reading at the sensor. I've got this throttle position sensor connector down here that I'm back probing, and I was back probing the voltage reference, and I wasn't getting any voltage reference, the 5 volt, and I wiggled this connector and it seems like that 5 volt would come on and then it'd go back off. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. See if I can get you zeroed in on this. Okay, I'm back probing it now. Get in here to it, and I see it's showing a 5 volt reference now. If I wiggle that or push, kind of push out on this connector, kind of tilt it a little bit, it drops down 1.9. Go back up on it, pull up on it, goes up to 5. I'm going to go on the back side of this connector. The wire hooks to the other end. Probe down in it. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing, wiggle it around. Apply pressure on this connector. Just kind of wiggle it all over the place. Pull in, pull out. and it's staying steady. So it acts like we're losing contact in this connector. So I'm going to unplug this connector here, have a look inside here. Having that antifreeze leak right there. Just kind of wondering if we don't have a corrosion built up inside this connector. I see some green boogers in there. We got some corrosion going on in here. See if I can try to clean these up somehow. Okay, I couldn't find my little cleaner wire brush set. Found a torch end cleaner here. In here and scuff them up and scrape them off here. Okay, back probing this connector. Moving it around, wiggling it, twisting it, rolling on it. It acts like it's getting contact now. Try it one more time here. Let the game slipped off there for a minute. Yeah, I know my battery's getting low on my tester there. Looks like it's getting contact. Let me do a quick test on it. Find out. Okay, I'm still not getting anything on this reading. On that TP equals TPS voltage here. That should go up to way above 4 volts. And I'm wide open throttle right now. It's not responding at all. Okay, we're going to do a sweep test on this TP sensor. And I got this scope set up here. It goes up to a 5 volt. So I've checked that 5 volt reference. It goes up. It's right at, it's above, it's at 5 volts. That's where it is at. Now we're going to do a throttle sweep. And we're at about, what is that, 1.5, in between 1 and 1.5 there. And I'm going to slowly open this throttle up to full throttle. And we have no movement. It should easily increase up into this area. We'll do it one more time. Make sure I'm hooked up good here. So we got a throttle position sensor that is bad. Go ahead and get that put on. Try to find little holes for this little fillet here. And we'll have to take this throttle body off to be able to replace that sensor. Okay, let's buzz this thing off here real quick. Everything Unhooked on it here. Little connector. Clip.
Did you hear her? Did you hear her just leave?
Yeah.
She just broke away and got it right on it.
Getting on it, wasn't she? Not afraid of that. Yes.
Good time to talk to Lisa.
Yes. Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Danny, I need to check.
Yeah, is the compressor locked up? You don't know? The air conditioner clutch came apart on it. This is on a John Deere tractor. Yeah, I mean, just you probably just have to get it to me, and I'll see what it's going to need. I mean, if it's just a clutch, you know, we may be able to just get a clutch for it. But, just have to check into it, you know. You need it pretty quick, ain't you? Right. Get it over. Yeah, if you can get it over here, and let me look at it real quick and see if we can find a part. If we can get the parts here, I might be able to do it for you tomorrow. I'll just go ahead and, you know, plan on working tomorrow. Yeah, and then we'll see if we can see what it needs. Okay. Okay, thank you. Take this connector off. This little hose here off. Already got this bottom one off. You need a check?
You said you ordered the cables, but I was already
done. Back. Phone ringing and people coming in. Take this little hose here off. This loose. Baby. Another check?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in with like a check.
Okay. Okay, let's get this little hose off of there. Alrighty. Fill up the screwdriver. I hope these break free and don't break off. So far, so good. Alrighty. It's got two little tabs in it. Inside this thing, it has to be lined up with this slot here. You just want to set it in place, hold it in place, and work your throttle open to make sure it's installed right. You got it installed wrong. If I want to put this wrong, we'll do the same thing, but it's not closing all the way on the throttle. That throttle's closing. If you got it installed wrong, you can open it up so far, but then that throttle is not going to close all the way. We'll make sure that's right. And I guess get this back on, get this installed, and then I'll come back and film the rest of it. You know how this comes off, so go back on the same way it came off. Okay, I got that back together. I'm waiting on the other hose for this throttle body. I'm replacing both of them. But we can still check this throttle position now. We're going to be looking at these two PIDs right here, the throttle position voltage and the throttle position mode. Right now it's showing closed throttle, 0.83 volts, fixing to open. We went to part throttle, 2.88, we'll go wide open throttle, 4.48. Well, it looks like that's working now. Cycle it a couple times here. We're in business. So I'll get this buttoned up and then give it a run. But just did another key on engine running test. It ran through it and it passed all the tests on it. So I'll drive it real quick. Getting ready to drive this thing. But we got a bunch of pumpkins over there. Okay, before, let me roll this window up a little here. Before, it just didn't have no get up and go. You give it some gas, and it just wouldn't, it's just bogging down. Let's see what it does now. Oh yeah. Got some get up and go now. That engine light was coming on it. As you was driving it, it would start flashing. It's not coming on. Well, I believe that took care of it. Thanks for watching.